So,
Ooh,
there you go.
that is it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Excellencies, distinguished guests, youth leaders, colleagues, and friends joining us from all around the world. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2025 World Food Forum.
Yay!
I mean, it's wonderful to see this hall full of energy after such an extraordinary week. Before we begin, allow me to introduce our incredible co-moderators. To my left, Dr. Rachel V. Brown, co-founder and executive director of the Every Mickle Foundation.
Thank you, Andrea.
Next to her, Edward Hanley, Orellana, and Keisha German. From the World Food Forum Youth Team and FAO's Office of Youth and Women.
Woo.
And I'm Andrea Granata, former youth delegate of Italy to the United Nations for the 2024-2025.
Woo! You also deserve a round of applause.
Thanks. It's truly an honor to share this stage with all of us and all of you today.
Thank you so much, Andrea. The honor is ours. It is so hard for me to believe that we've already reached the end of this year's World Food Forum. The week has been filled with discovery, creativity, and of course, inspiration and collaboration. So thank you all for that. Give yourselves a round of applause. We celebrated the FAO's 80th anniversary, marked World Food Day, and inaugurated the Food and Agriculture Museum and Network, a space where heritage meets technology and art meets science.
And the forum itself has reached new heights. From its start 5 years ago, it's now a global movement, reaching millions of people from every continent. This week, the three core pillars, youth action, science and innovation, and hand-in-hand investment, have come alive through dialogues, labs, pitching sessions, hackathons, and cultural showcases. Initiatives like the Rome Water Dialogue and the South-South and Triangular Cooperation Ministerial Dialogue showed how transformative action thrives through collaboration.
Absolutely.
Exactly, Edward. For me, one of the most inspiring moments was seeing the Indigenous Peoples Territory alongside the first time the World Food Forum has been open to the public.
Woo! It's a big deal.
With the global exhibition Seeds to Foods. It reminded us, a round of applause, it reminds us that the smallest seed, whether of a plant or an idea or a partnership, can grow into something transformative. This forum showed us that food is not just technical, but it's about creativity, hope, and collaboration.
Absolutely, Keisha. Thank you for
That's
that.
beautifully said, Keisha. Exactly. Let me think. I would say that my most memorable moment was the Startup Innovation Awards.
Ooh.
Give it up.
I think there's some people from the Startup Innovation Awards here.
Well, you know why? Because watching young entrepreneurs pitch bold, science-based solutions with confidence and heart was so inspiring. And, you know, it showed that the next generation isn't waiting to be invited to the table. They have built their own.
Absolutely, and I will never, ever, ever, ever forget the energy of the concerts. Were you at the concert? Some of you, yeah, love that. The exhibitions, the film screenings, creativity in service of transformation is one of my favorite things. And that's what makes the World Food Forum so unique and powerful. It connects intellect with emotion, science with culture, and of course, all of us. It also creates connections that will lead to partnerships and impact that will last long after this week ends.
I mean, that's the essence of this year's theme, hand in hand for better foods and a better future. Because the future we want isn't going to be created by one person or one idea. It's built together.
Absolutely.
Hand in hand.
Exactly, Edward. And now, as we reflect on this remarkable week, let's celebrate what we've achieved and carry this momentum forward. To open today's celebration, we are honored to present the Vallenato Children's Ensemble from Colombia. Woo! Now, to give you a sneak peek, these boys and girls aged 12 to 18 come from communities affected by conflict and social exclusion. Their journey to Rome is part of a national program using music and sports to prevent forced recruitment by illegal armed groups, offering a path grounded in creativity, discipline, and a path forward to hope. Please give them a warm round of applause.
Woo!
blanca que diga da luz. Después le pongo un letrero bien grande con nube blanca que diga da luz. Cuando haga luz a una señorita y alguno le quiera hablar de amor, cuando haga luz a una señorita y alguno le quiera hablar de amor, el tipo tiene que ser aviador para que pueda hacerle la visita. El tipo tiene que ser aviador para que pueda hacerle la visita. Pero el que no vuela no sube. Abrirá la luz en las nubes. Pero el que no vuela no llega allá. Abrirá la luz en la inmensidad. Voy a hacer mi casa en el aire. Aquí no la moleste nadie. Voy a hacer mi casa en el aire. Aquí no la moleste nadie. Yo la conocí una mañana que llegó en avión a mi tierra. Y cuando me la presentaron, me dijo que era brasilera. Seguro cruzó la frontera. Papi, ni me interesa mi alma. Seguro cruzó la frontera. Papi, ni me interesa mi alma. fuera. Ay, a mí me dolió que se fuera, pero ella me dio a comprender que los ojos de una mujer, que los ojos de una mujer dice cuando quiere de veras, y lo que se queda, triste se quedó Rafael, y lo que se queda, triste se quedó Rafael. Como Dios en la tierra no tiene amigo, como no tiene amigo anda en el aire. Dios en la tierra no tiene amigo, como no tiene amigo anda en el aire. Tanto le pido ay hombre y siempre me manda mis males. Tanto le pido ay hombre y siempre me manda mis males. Pobre mi Alicia dorada, yo te recuerdo en toda mi parranda. Ay, pobre mi Alicia querida, yo te recordaré toda la vida. Dice la vieja Gabriela, si solo pudiera yo. Dice la vieja Gabriela, si solo pudiera yo. Desde lejos que lo viera, yo matara a Juan Muñoz. Yo matara a Juan Muñoz, ay, desde lejos que lo viera. Dice la vieja Gabriela, si mis ojos fueran lanza, no perdiera la esperanza de que Juan Muñoz muriera, de que Juan Muñoz muriera, no perdiera la esperanza.
Rachel is advice.
Wow. The energy. Wow. Whew. If I'm out of breath, it's because I was dancing, okay? I'm okay. That was amazing. So much energy and so much beauty. Thank you so much to the Vallenato Children's Ensemble for that performance. Mil gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Woo! Thank you for reminding us that the rhythm of change begins with unity. Let us now take a moment to reflect and relive the most memorable moments of the 2025 World Food Forum. The ideas, the connections, and the faces, you might see your own face, that made this week incredibly unforgettable.
In October 2025, the world came together in Rome and online. Generations, sectors, and voices united around one powerful team, hand in hand for better foods and a better future. This year marked the 80th anniversary of FAO. 80 years of standing together for food security, nutrition, and peace. But this year was not only about looking back, it was about looking forward to the future we are building together. Over 8 inspiring days, the 5th World Food Forum brought together thousands of participants from 193 countries, both online and in person. More than 300 events and dialogues turned ideas into action, partnership into progress, and words into result. 3 pillars guided this global movement: youth action, science and innovation, and hand-in-hand investment. At the Global Youth Forum, young people took the lead. Through assemblies, leadership programs, innovation challenges, and the launch of national youth chapters. They prove that the youth are not just the future, they are shaping our agri-food systems today. At the Science and Innovation Forum, scientists, innovators, and indigenous knowledge holders reimagined solutions to climate change, inequality, and hunger. The spirit of innovation came into life, showing that technology and tradition can move forward together. Through the Hand-in-Hand Investment Forum, countries and partners turned plans into progress. 31 countries and 6 regional initiatives presented investment opportunities worth $17.2 billion, targeting 160 million beneficiaries and connecting the public and private sector to build resilience and opportunity. At its heart, the World Food Forum was about people, connection, and collaboration. Innovation met tradition, and food told the story of humanity, our shared challenges, our shaped hope, and our shared future. FAO launched the Food and Agriculture Museum and Network, together with the global exhibition From Seeds to Foods, celebrating food as a heritage, identity, and innovation. The forum also addressed the critical issue of water security through the Rome Water Dialogue and celebrated World Food Day, a reminder of why we gather to create a world where everyone, everywhere, can eat well and live with dignity. Together, we advance FAO's 4 betters: better production, better nutrition, a better environment, and a better life. The 2025 World Food Forum reminded us that the tools for transformation are already in our hands. As FAO turned 80, our story continues. Because a better food future cannot be built alone. It must be built together, hand in hand.
Wow. What an inspiring journey it has been. From the opening ceremony to every conversation that followed, each of us played an important part in this story of collaboration and hope. And now we have the pleasure of hearing from His Excellency Antonio Costa, President of the European Council, who joins us with a video message.
Dear all, on behalf of the European Union and its member states, let me congratulate you on your 80th anniversary. It would have been my pleasure to celebrate this important moment with you in person. The Food and Agriculture Organization has been at the forefront of the fight against hunger for 8 decades. And you are as relevant today as you were 80 years ago. More than 700 million people around the world are facing hunger, and more than 2 billion people are affected by food insecurity. This is simply unacceptable. Ensuring food security for all is a key priority for the European Union. In these times of uncertainty, you can count on us to remain a strong and reliable partner of the Food and Agriculture Organization. We have been a full member since 1991, and together with our member states, we are its largest donor. Our partnership drives positive change for millions of people. Together, we promote food security, sustainable agriculture, and rural development worldwide. Together, we support small farmers and family farmers while promoting more sustainable agri-food systems. Together, we are working for the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And let me also pay tribute to the work of your staff around the world, often unseen, always essential. You are making a difference every day, impacting the lives of millions. At the same time, we work on addressing the root causes of hunger, conflict, climate change, and inequality. The European Union will keep supporting multilateralism and the rules-based international order, precisely to prevent a descent into chaos and permanent violence. The European Union will remain the world's largest development aid donor and the United Nations' greatest backer, because our choice today will shape the world our children inherit tomorrow. Dear friends, the European Union and the Food and Agriculture Organization share common roots and a common purpose. We are committed to peace, justice, and solidarity. Let us continue building a world where food is a right, not a privilege. Happy anniversary, FAO. Thank you.
Thank you to the President of the European Council for his vision and support of sustainable agri-food systems transformation. We are now honored to welcome Her Excellency Janja Lula da Silva, COP30 Special Envoy for Women and First Lady of Brazil. The floor is yours.
Obrigada, boa tarde. Queria saudar o querido diretor-geral da FAO, mas eu queria pedir uma salva de palmas, uma saudação especial a essa juventude que está aqui hoje, que vocês foram fantásticos, vocês são fantásticos. Eu volto para o Brasil com o coração muito mais cheio de energia e de esperança. Muito obrigada por essa semana, galera. Nessa semana que celebramos os 80 anos da FAO nesse Fórum Mundial da Alimentação, reunindo autoridades, representantes governamentais, academia e sociedade civil. Foram dias de muito diálogo, troca de experiências e escuta diversas de políticas, tecnologias, vivências, desafios e oportunidades para tornarmos nossos sistemas alimentares mais inclusivos e sustentáveis. Algo necessário se pretendemos garantir o direito humano à alimentação para todas e todos, independente de seu gênero, seu local de origem, religião, raça e etnia. É urgente aprofundarmos as ações para concretizar os sonhos e promessas feitas, principalmente para aqueles que vivem em vulnerabilidade. A centralidade que esse fórum deu para a juventude não é apenas necessária, é estratégica. A soma de saberes, experiências e ideias de múltiplas gerações enriquece os processos e potencializa os resultados. A pluralidade dos povos dentro de nossos países e pelo mundo é uma fonte infinita de sabedoria e oportunidade de inovação, que se alimenta de experiências e boas práticas, combinando com novas tecnologias científicas e sociais. Comunidades indígenas e tradicionais têm conhecimentos ancestrais que garantiram sua sobrevivência e são nossos faróis que podem guiar a humanidade. Os Estados nacionais têm a responsabilidade e a capacidade de dar escala a iniciativas desenvolvidas por comunidades, transformando soluções locais em políticas públicas estruturantes que contribuem para a tão sonhada justiça social. Através de espaços de participação social junto aos governos, podemos ampliar e multiplicar o potencial de tecnologias sociais. No Brasil, temos muito orgulho do nosso Conselho Nacional de Segurança Alimentar e Nutricional, que possibilita um diálogo direto entre governo, sociedade civil, academia e setor privado, fortalecendo a governança das políticas de segurança alimentar no nosso país. Tecnologias sociais excepcionais, como o Programa de Cisternas, que garante o acesso à água em regiões áridas, seja para o consumo ou para a produção, e os nossos queridos quintais produtivos, que alimentam famílias, geram renda e fortalecem comunidades através da produção de alimentos. São exemplos de como o diálogo entre governo e sociedade pode render bons frutos. No âmbito internacional, contamos com o Comitê de Segurança Alimentar Mundial, que elabora diretrizes e recomendações sobre políticas públicas, como é o caso das diretrizes voluntárias sobre igualdade de gênero e empoderamento de mulheres e meninas no contexto da segurança alimentar. Senhoras, senhores e juventude, na Constituição brasileira, o direito à alimentação adequada, saudável e suficiente é definido como fundamental e inerente à dignidade da pessoa humana. Isso não só nos obriga, como nos inspira a trabalhar para que esse direito seja garantido para todos os brasileiros e brasileiras. Nos governos do presidente Lula e da presidenta Dilma, os pobres foram colocados no orçamento público, tendo recursos direcionados para a garantia de seus direitos básicos e seu desenvolvimento social e econômico. Um dos nossos maiores orgulhos é o Programa Nacional da Alimentação Escolar, que eu tenho muito orgulho, mas muito orgulho de ser embaixadora e falar dele ao redor do mundo. O Programa de Alimentação Escolar no Brasil alimenta todos os dias 40 milhões de crianças e jovens por todo o Brasil. Além de garantir comida nutritiva e conectada à realidade local, o programa fomenta um ciclo virtuoso ao adquirir os alimentos da produção local da agricultura familiar. Ou seja, além de alimentar as crianças e jovens, o programa garante renda e autonomia para famílias produtoras locais, principalmente para as mulheres, que são a maioria das agricultoras familiares e fornecedoras de alimentos nas compras públicas. A compra garantida, aliada a programas de crédito e fomento produtivo direcionado às mulheres e jovens rurais, ampliam os benefícios e resultados dessas políticas. Isso nos mostra que quem vive em situação de pobreza não precisa de caridade, mas sim de oportunidade de produzir, trabalhar e conquistar sua autonomia financeira. Não apenas se desenvolvendo individualmente, mas desenvolvendo sua família, sua comunidade e seu país. Ao investirmos em políticas interconectadas como essas, fortalecemos sistemas alimentares mais resilientes a crises, algo essencial no momento que vivemos diariamente, com os impactos das mudanças climáticas e seus eventos extremos. Secas, enchentes, mudanças nos ciclos de chuva são exemplos que afetam enormemente a produção e distribuição de alimentos, dificultando o acesso de milhões de pessoas à comida. Os conflitos armados e os deslocamentos forçados também são causas de insegurança alimentar e fome. Seja devido ao clima ou a guerras, a desnutrição profunda tem causado a morte de centenas de milhares de pessoas, principalmente de crianças. A Palestina e o Sudão são exemplos ainda do uso da fome como arma de subjugação e exploração. Essas são crises que causam imensa vergonha a nós como humanidade, e nas quais não estamos agindo com a pressa e a intensidade necessária para resolver. O corte de recursos para ajuda humanitária e para o desenvolvimento, que vem se agravando nos últimos anos, aprofundam ainda mais essas crises. Os países mais ricos não têm cumprido suas promessas de contribuição para os fundos e organismos multilaterais, que ao longo de décadas têm sido a fonte de esperança para aqueles que vivem em extrema vulnerabilidade, como refugiados e vítimas de guerra. Eu quero aproveitar aqui a oportunidade para anunciar que o presidente Lula determinou o envio de alimentos, remédios e itens de primeira necessidade para a faixa de Gaza. Nesse momento em que milhões... Nesse momento em que milhões de palestinos retornam para as ruínas de suas casas, tentando retomar as suas vidas, apesar das perdas enormes que viveram nos últimos 2 anos, eles precisam mais do que solidariedade, precisam de ações de apoio, tanto material quanto político, para que o cessar-fogo seja acordado seja definitivamente cumprido. Hoje, pela manhã, quando eu cheguei aqui na FAO, haviam muitas crianças pelos corredores, atentas e animadas, observando cada canto, arte e ouvindo cada palavra de sua professora. No mês de outubro, comemoramos no Brasil o mês das crianças e dos professores. E eu não poderia me recordar de uma frase de um importante educador brasileiro, Paulo Freire. A educação não transforma o mundo. A educação muda as pessoas e são as pessoas que transformam o mundo. A participação massiva de jovens nesse fórum e nos espaços de preparação para a COP30, que eu tenho participado como enviada especial para mulheres, me anima e enche de esperança. A juventude tem pressa e tem determinação. Só com a união entre gerações, povos e governos vamos garantir justiça social e ambiental, tornando real o presente e o futuro que sonhamos. Na 6ª Conferência Infanto-Juvenil do Meio Ambiente, na semana passada no Brasil, que reuniu 800 estudantes brasileiros, as crianças e jovens expressaram seu compromisso com a transformação que desejam ver e construir. As crianças enfatizaram: não são o futuro, são o presente, e a transformação há de ser agora. O futuro é agora. Muito obrigada.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your inspiring remarks. Now, storytelling has been one of our most powerful tools this week. So, with that in mind, we now invite Orit Novak, a young film director and the winner of the Best Focus on Women in Agri-Food Systems category of this year's World Food Forum Film Festival, to present her trailer on her short film, Hidden Hunger. Please, a big round of applause.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Orit Novak, and I'm the director of a short documentary titled Hidden Hunger. Hidden Hunger explores the lives of female farmers, flour millers, and mothers in Kenya and Tanzania who are partnering with an organization called Senku to improve the health of their communities through food fortification. In East Africa, maize flour is a staple part of the diet, used to make a maize-based porridge called ugali, a dish that's affordable and filling, but lacks nutrition. For many, it's the only meal of the day. Using a simple yet powerful technology that Senku has developed, urban and rural flour millers are able to add essential nutrients to their flour. Their work is life-saving, particularly for pregnant women and children. The film offers a glimpse into the lives of these unsung heroes, individuals who are creating lasting change in the health and well-being of their communities, whilst preserving and honoring an important and historic food culture. Without further ado, please enjoy the trailer.
Malnutrition is a main issue. You find that a family that lives below $1 a day would probably just afford one single meal. What we've done, flour millers have to incorporate vitamins and minerals in their product.
It is necessary to developing technology within our own countries, and that would make us more independent and decide how to improve our agriculture.
The biggest issue right now is the small scale, but I would say Sango has come with the technology which can be used for armor milling within the country, giving us now a chance to explore small scale fortification as an added advantage.
Thank you to Orit and all of this year's young filmmakers for showing us the world's challenges, beauty, and diversity through their creative lens. Over the past week, we have witnessed extraordinary dialogues from youth leaders to policymakers to researchers and farmers and even investors. I would now like to invite FAO leaders to share their reflections and key takeaways from this flagship week. Joining us are FAO Deputy Directors General Beth Pector, Godfrey Mangwenzi, Maurizio Martina, Chief Economist Maximo Torero, Chief Scientist ad interim Beth Crawford, and the Director of Office and Youth and Women, Kazuki Kitauka. Let's start by hearing about the Youth Forum. Over to you, Kazuki.
Thank you, Keisha. And let me just open my speaking points quickly. Yeah, here we are.
Guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. This was a very full week of hundreds, actually, of youth events that happened. So I'm just able to give a very small glimpse of the outcomes of this important gathering of young people during this week. And perhaps one aspect that was really important was that young people were not gathering in isolation. But I think we can really proudly say that young people were throughout all of the different fora. Every single one had the voice of young people represented, and that is, I think, a big achievement of this year. So to give you just a couple of numbers, we had this year hit 10,000 registrations for the Youth Forum, which is a record so far. And it is a particular pleasure to recognize the financial support from the government of Ireland that was making it possible to bring so many hundreds of young people from the global south to Rome this week. In the Youth Assembly, we had more than 20 sessions, and these featured all kind of different topics, from drought to fisheries, forestry, livestock, food security, but of course also COP30 that is coming up. Perhaps one aspect that is really interesting and that will lead us into the next year is the creation of a fisheries youth constituency, which is also going to feed into next year's COFI, and I'm sure that all the members are looking forward to a very vibrant youth constituency, bringing their voices to the deliberations on fisheries and aquaculture. Another highlight, I think, this week was the creation or the launch of 40 new chapters, youth chapters. And I think a lot of them are sitting here. And this is bringing the number up to 62 around the world. And I actually hear that there are a lot lined up now for the launch in the next month as well. So we hope, of course, to hit next year more than 100 members with youth chapters on agri-food system transformation. Finally, we had $160,000 being given to youth initiatives and innovations this year, upcoming programs have been announced for innovators, in particular with the focus on the support on young women innovators and women and girls in STEM. So I will close here, but it shows really that creating specific structures for young people, with young people, led by young people, can really drive the transformation forward that we want to see. And I call on all members to support these structures, support your chapters in your countries, but also beyond. And with that, I think I have to hand over to the next, all right, Godfrey.
Okay. Thank you, Kazuki, and for those statistics that you've just given us showing the impressive results that have been achieved this week. Now, for me, this year has been an extraordinary year. It was the intention of the DG and his vision that we should celebrate the 80th anniversary throughout the year. We have held many events throughout the year and will continue to hold them until the year ends. The World Food Forum is a culmination of those events. So one of the first takeaways I have from this is the teamwork. The teamwork that has gone in organizing those events. We had last week the global conference on sustainable animal production. We had the seeds exhibition. 6 divisions were involved in organizing that. We had the global technical recognition. 6 divisions across 2 streams were involved in organizing that. We have this forum itself, colleagues across the organization, led by the chief economist. The last one was led by DDG Bechtel, so I forgot to mention that. So for me, teamwork is one of the key takeaways that I got from this, that when we work together, we achieve a lot. The second takeaway was the quality of the people that FAO employs. The quality of these people. Many of our staff are highly educated, including even among the general service staff. Many of them have university degrees. Some of them have master's degrees. So all the staff that work for us, many of them are experts in their fields. This is why we were able to put up first-class events throughout the year and during this week. It's because of the people that FAO employs. You need to have an applause for yourselves, FAO employees. The third takeaway for me is leadership. Leadership is not only about authority to be able to tell people to move from one point to another. It's also about having a vision, having ideas, being able to execute them. And this is what the DG has done, our director. One of the things he did when he first arrived was to give priority to working very well with our host government. He said to me, Godfrey, we're in Italy, and we need to work well with our host government. And when we do work together with them, good things will happen. And we see the results, the changes that have happened in this building. And since he came, we had Prime Minister Conde visiting him here, Prime Minister Draghi, Prime Minister Meloni. In fact, Prime Minister Meloni has been here 3 times. First to visit the DG, second to come for the UN Food System Summit, and the third yesterday. In fact, yesterday, we had all of them. They came in full force. The President of the Republic, the President of the Council of Ministers, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Agriculture, and dozens of other government officials came to show their support for FAO. When the Deputy Prime Minister Salvini visited, the DG said to him, we have refurbished the building. Now what remains is to work on the outside. I want to create an environment for our staff to be happy, to brainstorm, to think tank. Indeed, we got money from Italy to do that work. When he took us around, telling us what he wanted to do, at times we could not always understand him. And he would say, look, you are not understanding me. And he would lead from the front, make his hands dirty, touching things, walking all over the ground with Maurizio, with Rodrigo, with Tina, with his security aides, Vincenzo and Manuel. Now, if they had been taking count of steps, I'm sure they walked within this space 100 kilometers or more, because they walked every inch, every centimeter of these grounds, and this is what we see, with support from Italy. So thank you, DG. Thank you, DG. Thank you, Italy, for that support.
So thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to be here and to just say a few words about the Science and Innovation Forum, which I think was a really successful forum this year. Shout out to my colleagues in the Office of Innovation and Vincent Martin, and my colleagues in the Chief Scientist's Office for bringing all of this together. So we had an overarching theme this year, which was really looking at what are the paradigm shifts that may be required to ensure that science and technology continue to contribute to better foods and a better future. And for me, I think there were three key insights that stand out. One is that the forum highlighted the importance of inclusive and collaborative innovation ecosystems. So if we're talking about citizen science, youth-led research, or open innovation models, participants really emphasized that transformative impact depends on broad-based participation. Second, a theme that really came out strongly, and I should say that we had all types of different events. We had high-level panels, we had deep dives, we had innovation breakfasts, we had showcasing of innovations. It was really very rich from that point of view. And one of the second points, key takeaways for me was that innovation must be mission-driven and context-specific. So no matter what we're talking about, the application of AI or biotech or community-led circular economy solutions, the forum really underscored the need to align scientific progress with local needs, and indeed really reaffirm the centrality of indigenous peoples' knowledge in shaping resilient, inclusive, and sustainable agri-food systems, and also their major role in preserving food cultures. And then as a third element, there was a lot of interesting discussion around the growing recognition of the mindset that is needed to drive systems change. So we had sessions on mindset, on behavioral change, on transformative education, and all of these reminded us that science, technology, and innovation by themselves cannot shift paradigms. They must be governed by human-centered approaches that build trust, that build resilience, and that also give us the courage to act. We also finally, I just also wanted to mention that we launched, again, the FAO Agri-Food Technology and Innovation Outlook Initiative, which I think really marks an important step towards anticipatory governance and evidence-based policymaking, and you'll be hearing more about ATIO, as we call it, over the coming months. So if I can just conclude, I would say that the forum really reminded us that innovation is a maze of technology, connection, co-creation, and collective will. And FAO, I'm sure the DG agrees with me, we're really committed to helping you untangle that maze and making it into a journey. And we are committed to leading with science and integrity at the core. Thank you very much.
Allow me, thank you for this opportunity. Allow me to highlight 5 points from my side that I believe are central to our mission. First of all, thank you so much, DG, for your leadership, as always, because this is your legacy, our legacy. And we have to recognize this type of leadership in this particular moment. It's not easy in the multilateralist space. But I think it's clear also through this World Food Forum that the multilateralism is not the problem. The multilateralism could be the solution. And I think we, together, through this forum, demonstrated that this is possible. In this particular moment, it's not easy. We know very well. 5 highlights. First, on indigenous people, Global Hub provided evidence on critical issues, including in particular the impact of the ultra-processed food on food systems, the intergenerational transmission of knowledge, the importance of co-creating investment, respecting the principle of free, prior, and informed consent. As one indigenous expert said, the protection comes for fear, but the respect comes from care. And I think this is super important for us. Second, we must strengthen global public goods, starting with knowledge. And I would like to mention in particular our platform, the FAO e-Learning Academy, because we share through this forum the real power of the knowledge, public good knowledge, when we can manage a platform like the e-Learning Academy worldwide, for everywhere, for everything, and we are ready to invest more and more in this type of efforts. Third, we must intensify our support, in particular for family farming, which remains the backbone of the food systems in many regions, and that means ensuring access to finance services, in particular, innovation, inclusive markets, and fair remuneration. Fourth, we must scale up our efforts to empower women and youth. We know, but we have to take more responsibilities in these 2 super important areas. And initiatives such as the Accelerator Mentorship Program for women, for us, are super important. Fifth, we must build a robust and new operational partnership with the private sector. Without these type of efforts, we will not succeed in improving the food security. And for this, I think we must simplify and adapt our instrument. We must be willing to take risk, because the greater risk lies in inaction. And it's impossible now. We have to take more responsibilities. I do believe that these days of dialogue, of discussion and action must translate into a concrete commitment. And my last comment, as a great Italian said, in a world of uncertainty, the only certainty lies in our will. And I think this is the real thought now at the end of this summit. Thank you.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of a handful of dialogues and exhibitions that you heard a little bit about in the opening, but I think deserve a little bit of extra attention because of how special and how important they were. We began, some people think we started on Monday. We didn't start World Food Forum Week on Monday. We started on Friday. And we spent all weekend through Monday morning across the street from the FAO headquarters at our first ever public global exhibition, Seeds to Foods. And it really was a first of its kind showcase that brought how agri-food transformation takes place from the earliest crops to today's modern technologies, from crops to livestock, fisheries, forestry, and aquaculture to the public. In fact, over the 3 days, we had nearly 8,000 attendees come through the exhibition with their families. It was FAO staff bringing colleagues, teams, and it was the people of Rome who came and experienced this very important exhibition. And for that, I say it was truly a one FAO demonstration in action. And I also think that while we have so much to be proud of in this room and in this building, we can't lose sight of the importance of needing to show what FAO does to everyone outside of this hall and this building. And Director General, the exhibition gave us that first opportunity simply across the street. Maybe in future years we can be in bigger venues, but it was really spectacular to take FAO's work outside. The Rome Water Dialogue also was another very important aspect of the World Food Forum Week, and it really focused on one of our most urgent challenges, managing water under climate pressure. And I think it was very clear this year that the countries and partners who were involved in the dialogue said, invest in smarter infrastructure, bring us stronger governance, and bring us better data to secure water for food production. And I think it's undeniable now that water policy is at the heart of food security. We also saw that the One Country, One Priority product and our South-South and triangular cooperation efforts are working. They're delivering results, and they are showing how, as Maurizio mentioned, in a time of constrained financing, concerns about the space of multilateralism, focusing on knowledge and training is so critical to FAO members. We heard from Lesotho, from Albania, from Algeria, from Bangladesh and Mexico, and we learned about potatoes, chestnuts, figs, jackfruit, and amaranth. All of these value chains were increasing their success. They were showing that there's clear proof that these types of areas of knowledge, training, and support are really making a difference. I know that I was not in charge of the youth events, the youth stream, but I do have to make a special spotlight for one particular event. The Office of Emergencies and Resilience, in coordination with the Office of Youth and Women, brought together midweek a 2-hour session where we spotlighted the effects on youth from being in crisis and fragile situations. We heard from young people from Colombia, Kenya, Somalia, South Sudan, and even live from Gaza. And it was a reminder to us that young people, when they have access to tools, to training, to land and markets, they will make their futures in agriculture. And that was a special session, I think, for all of us. So just maybe to close, I guess I would say, Director General, let's keep showing the world what FAO can do. We have opened the doors, we have brought people together like they have never come together before, and this is the opportunity to focus on the next chapter for FAO. I think we're all in it together, and we've made such a great path for the future of this organization. Thanks.
So it's very difficult because we are in zero, so I have to not say too much. But let me start saying that we live very complex times, and we have been living very complex times. The World Food Forum was started by the Director General during COVID-19. That was the first World Food Forum where the Director General said, let's do something and work with the youth. And I was lucky to have the great youth team led by Katsuki, Ed, Lorenzo, and many others. Some of them have moved now. And we were able to push that. And if you recall, everything was on video. was recorded or was live in videos. Even the party, we create an app to do the party in video. That was the worst time of COVID-19, but things continue to go wrong and difficult to all of us. And sometimes we need to understand that FAO, as the Director General keeps saying, is a technical institution, it's a normative institution, it's an institution of knowledge. And despite our personal feelings are different, we have to keep pushing for the technical and the science and innovation. That is central for all of us, because it's the way we can really help. That's the way we can help others. And what we have seen this week has been amazing. Since Friday, as Beth was saying, until today has been amazing. All this World Food Forum has been evolving and improving over time, and always we have the support from the Director General to do all these things that we are trying to do. But the World Food Forum is not a party. The World Food Forum is a combination of technical work, innovation, science, youth. The dynamism of youth would help us to organize all these things and to move at the velocity we are moving to be able to achieve this. It's a place of knowledge, of innovation, of investments, bringing all the banks here. Not this year we compete against the World Bank meetings, and we have all the banks present here. All of them came to work with us, and all of them have been enormously supportive in the Investment Forum. We have great teams. I thank my team enormously. I won't mention each of them, but there is the one FAO that has accomplished this. Finally, we have a one FAO operating together. And seriously, we need to keep pushing, because the major benefit is when you meet with Bhutan, you meet with Guatemala, with Honduras, with many countries, Indonesia, even developed countries, countries which are doing very well. And they say how good and how much appointments they have, how many investments they are attracting, how we are connecting the private sector in a very neutral way. We don't sponsor one company. We work with all the private sector and we invite all of them. That's really where we say, okay, we are trying to do something and something is working. So please keep us helping us, supporting us, all of us, the youth, all of these teams, because this is not easy. But I think we can do a big transformation. And thank you, Director General, for all your support. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you to our esteemed leaders for capturing the progress and the momentum that this forum generates each year. As many of you have seen, youth have taken the center stage, actively shaping a better food future. Their work goes beyond just this week. The Youth Initiative is a year-round platform, enabling youth to become change makers globally, regionally, and locally, across policy, innovation, education, culture, and local action. To tell us more, please welcome 3 youth leaders that are driving change. Join me in welcoming Isaiah Emmanuel Sigutan, who will represent the World Food Forum Youth Policy Board. Anna Maria Bertolini, representing the World Food Forum's Young Scientist Group. And Louise Vitré, the leader of the World Food Forum France Youth Chapter, representing the World Food Forum's 62 national youth chapters. To these young leaders.
Good day, everyone. I am Isaiah Emmanuel Sagitan, a youth policy board member from Asia and the Pacific coming from the Philippines. It's been a long but exciting week for us youth policy board members and the whole youth assembly as we have been taking concrete steps to make policies alive through dialogues, consultations, and roundtables where young people are moving forward and leading the charge. Throughout the week, the Youth Policy Board led 22 inspiring sessions, hearing from young people around the world in the Ethiopia room and online who shared their voices, stories, and experiences of the challenges affecting youth and the future of our youth food systems. The next steps would be especially crucial to ensure that our work gets cascaded from the global and regional networks to the grassroots communities that we are all representing here today. I speak on behalf of my fellow Youth Policy Board members when I say that we have been inspired by the leaders from policymakers to young change makers that shared the space with us throughout the week, and they have all left an indelible mark to us, especially when we go back to our respective countries and continue our work towards our unified dream of a sustainable agri-food systems for all. One thing that truly stayed with me throughout the week is the realization that we, as young people, are not only leaders of tomorrow, we are leaders today. Our role is especially crucial because food not only nourishes our bodies to do daily activities, it links us to our heritage and culture. Through food, we can create communities who would eventually be in our respective places today. As we close the World Food Forum, we call on governments and intergovernmental organizations to do more than just listen. We call on you to create the space, provide the capacity, and offer the resources for young people to be part of the solution. The Youth Assembly is already leading consultations across topics and regions within agri-food systems, but we need your support to make our recommendations and solutions do not stay on paper. They must come to life. They must help transform our agri-food systems. You cannot continue to have discussions for us and about us without being present and actively contributing. Like everyone in this room, we share a vision for a better world. Now, more than ever, young people must be at the table because this is our future, the future of our world, the future of the next generation. And now, may I call on my fellow Youth Policy Board members? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much. Thank my friend for the mic. I'm Ana Maria Bertolini. I'm part of the Young Scientists Group, the YSG. I hope you had an amazing week full of inspiration on how youth can be and are central in transformation in our agri-food systems. As a Brazilian, I can feel the energy inside this room today. I'm here representing my 33 colleagues from the YSG. Please, a round of applause for us. We come from different backgrounds across the 6 regions. Together, we work to bridge the gap between knowledge and action. I would like to invite you all to explore our new launched papers. For the Better Production team, we built a youth-led innovation for sustainable agri-food systems paper. For the Better Life team, elevated young women's visibility in our agri-food systems. I had a 2026 International Year of the Woman Farmer. For the Better Environment group, transforming agri-food systems through climate resilience, agricultural practices, a youth perspective. And for the Better Nutrition team, biodiversity and healthy diets, challenges and opportunities for youth engagement. You can check out the website for the World Food Forum for information on our papers and articles. And throughout the week, our group had the opportunity to engage in various youth assembly roundtables, side events, bilateral meetings, and ceremonies. As a Latin America, I would like to highlight how inspired it was to hear about the powerful actions being taken across the global south to reduce vulnerabilities and advance sustainability across our agri-food systems and looking for food security. To conclude, I encourage you all to stay connected with our work. We are particularly looking forward to co-creating our biannual report, which will be launched next year. So thank you so much and see you next time.
Bonjour à tous, Vos Excellences, Mesdames, Messieurs. Je m'appelle Louise Vitré et peut-être que vous allez avoir besoin de la translation here. Je fais partie du chapitre français qui a été inauguré cette semaine lors de l'événement phare du Forum mondial de l'alimentation. Mais aujourd'hui, il ne s'agit pas que de cela. Aujourd'hui, et c'est avec émotion, je suis devant vous au nom de l'ensemble des jeunes engagés au travers de leur chapitre pour des systèmes alimentaires plus durables et plus résilients. Aujourd'hui, je suis devant vous au nom de l'ensemble des 62 chapitres du Forum mondial de l'alimentation. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, j'aimerais que l'on applaudisse effectivement ensemble, s'il vous plaît, encore une fois, les 21 chapitres de la région Afrique qui sont là, ils arrivent. Alors on va continuer à applaudir. Il y a aussi eu 13 chapitres de la région Asie et Pacifique. On a eu les 11 chapitres de la région Europe et Asie centrale. On a le chapitre provincial d'Amérique du Nord et les 9 chapitres de la région d'Amérique latine et des Caraïbes. Et enfin, et surtout, on a les 7 chapitres de la région Afrique du Nord et Proche-Orient. Au nom de tous les chapitres, j'aimerais remercier le directeur Monsieur Chudongyu, qui est directeur de l'Organisation des Nations Unies pour l'alimentation et l'agriculture, ainsi que Monsieur Kazuki Kitaoka, directeur du Bureau de la jeunesse et des femmes. Merci à vous pour votre confiance et votre soutien envers nos actions. Merci aussi à l'entièreté des équipes de cette semaine, les participants, les bénévoles et surtout sans oublier nos coordinatrices de l'équipe de l'action locale des jeunes et des femmes. Vous nous avez offert une semaine vraiment inoubliable, riche en rencontres et en échanges multiples, variés et enrichissants. Et si je devais n'en retenir qu'une seule chose, c'est la réciprocité et la similarité des enjeux rencontrés par notre génération. On a aujourd'hui une génération qui, face au changement climatique et à l'augmentation des tensions sur les ressources agricoles, ressent un profond besoin de reconnexion. Et ce besoin de reconnexion, il est aussi vrai vis-à-vis des consommateurs que des producteurs, mais aussi des savoirs scientifiques, traditionnels et de la vision politique. Et cette semaine, j'ai rencontré une génération composée de jeunes dynamiques, motivés, investis et volontaires. Et certains d'entre eux sont ici devant vous. Ils sont partis maintenant. À eux, ainsi qu'à tous les jeunes chapitres et tous les jeunes leaders du monde entier, ça a été un vrai honneur de pouvoir tous vous rencontrer et je suis vraiment impatiente de pouvoir continuer à avancer sur tous les projets de coopération qui ont été développés cette semaine. Cette génération, je vous l'assure, elle est porteuse d'une vraie énergie et elle demande à agir aujourd'hui pour renforcer la résilience de nos systèmes alimentaires. Et cette semaine, ce qui pour moi n'était qu'un espoir est devenu certitude. Le changement est communicatif et l'innovation est collective. Et c'est ensemble, par le dialogue, avec notamment les niveaux locaux et nationaux, que nous porterons un changement. À nous tous, alors que nous allons tous rentrer chez nous, saisissons-nous des échanges et des discussions portées cette semaine afin de continuer à bâtir ensemble, action après action, un meilleur futur. Merci pour tous, pour tout et à tous, et à très vite.
What an incredible and emotional moment. It was really beautiful for me to see so many youth from around the world on the same stage from so many backgrounds. So thank you for bringing us all together. And thank you once again to our young people. Let's give them a round of applause. So for each of you that spoke just now, I want to thank you for reminding us that youth engagement is not just a slogan, it's a reality that is happening all around the world, and it's happening right now. Youth are not only the future, they are the present, as we can see by all of their hard work. So thank you so much to our youth. Now, it is an honor to hear from Felipe Polier, Assistant Secretary General for Youth Affairs, who joins us with a video message to, sad news, officially bring our youth program to a close.
Dear colleagues, dear friends, thank you to FAO and partners for convening this inspiring youth assembly. And thank you especially to every young leader in the room and online who made this week to count. I'm honored to join you at this closing session of the World Food Forum Youth Assembly. And let me start by highlighting two important facts. The first one is that today's is the largest generation of young people in history. 2.5 billion between 15 and 35 years worldwide, most of them living in developing countries. The second is that the world remains far off track to achieve zero hunger. More than 700 million people face hunger in 2023. That is 1 out of 11 people globally, and that is 1 out of 5 in Africa. The message is clear. We cannot eliminate hunger or transform agri-food systems without placing youth leadership at the center. The Pact for the Future calls for more inclusive, responsive multilateralism. In food systems, that means bringing youth into the heart of food governance and drawing on our strengths in data, digital tools, climate solutions, and social innovation, paired with strong intergenerational partnerships that match institutional experience with youth creativity and urgency. To unlock youth leadership, we must move from consultation to co-leadership. If a decision affects young people must help to make that decision. And voice is not enough. Voice must be matched with resources. We need youth-focused financing windows in public budgets and in development bank policies that are linked to policy reforms that support youth enterprises and social innovations. Therefore, my call at this closure is very simple. Let's seat youth at the table in decision making. Let's finance youth-led solutions at scale through dedicated instruments. Let's make youth participation safe and accessible across national, regional, and global platforms. Your outputs this week have shown what meaningful youth leadership looks like. The future of agri-food systems will not be built for youth, but with youth, and increasingly by youth. So let's carry this momentum forward together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much to the Assistant Secretary General Paulier for your remarks and for championing meaningful youth participation and engagement that goes beyond tokenism, true co-creation of a better future. A sustainable future connects past and future, culture, identity, and agri-food systems. And youth play a fundamental role in safeguarding our food heritage while innovating. And now, let's watch all together a short trailer highlighting the importance of preserving our food heritage.
Food is more than what we eat. It is memory, it is tradition, it is identity. Food heritage is both tangible, the seeds we plant, the tools we use, the dishes we prepare, and intangible, the stories we tell, the rituals we keep, the knowledge passed down from generation to generation. But today, many of these traditions are at risk, and with them, we risk losing not only our heritage, but also a part of who we are. At the World Food Forum Global Youth Action, we believe in protecting and revitalizing food heritage through the creativity and leadership of youth. Because when young people innovate, traditions do not disappear. They evolve, adapt, and stay alive. What is food heritage for you?
It's the taste of my grandmother's cooking.
It's the seed we save for the next season.
It's the festival we celebrate after the harvest.
It's the story behind every dish.
It's our past shaping our future.
Youth is not only the future, it is our present.
Together, we can keep food heritage alive, not only for us, but for generations to come. Join us in empowering communities. Join us in protecting identity. Join us in celebrating food heritage.
What a fantastic video. It shows that food connects us all, body, heart, and mind. A beautiful reminder of our shared humanity. Now, it's our honor to welcome Dr. Chu Dong-yu, Director General of FAO, for his closing remarks.
Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. I know you don't want me to come earlier. You still want to have more time to show, to enjoy, to learn, and to talk each other, touch each other, from face to face, from heart to heart. That's the real additional value through the World Food Forum. This week has been truly extraordinary, fantastic, perfecto. Extraordinary is the diversity of voice. in its depths of the ideals, in the spirit of solidarity that has united us. The fifth World Food Forum has once again proven it is more than a gathering. It is a transformative movement. It's a global movement. As Chairman Mao from my home province said, 星星之火可以燎原. Young generation is like a single spark, can start a perennial fire. A perennial fire. It's not a single spark. Each one of you, a single spark. That's what I learned when I was a kid. So you come together, you make a bigger perennial fire. And all this is driven by the people with the purpose and guided by the conviction that the food is the foundation of our shared future. Before I took ahead, allow me to begin with gratitude to every participant here in Rome and online across the globe, to youth, indigenous peoples, women leaders, farmers, scientists, investors, artists, and innovators. Your presence, your voice, your passion give this forum its heartbeat. You can feel the time of heartbeat. It's much faster in Roma than other places in the world because you. This year, I said so many times, it is historical. We mark the FAO's 80th anniversary, celebrating 80 decades of services to food and agriculture, and reaffirming our shared mission. A world free from hunger and malnutrition, a future for everyone that is peaceful, sustainable, prosperous, and food secure. A world free from want. We also celebrated World Food Day at the theme, hand in hand for better foods and a better future. A theme that reflects our times and reminds that no single nation, no single actor, no single generation can transform agrifood alone. Only together, hand in hand, shoulder in shoulder, can we success. This week also saw the inauguration of FAO Food and Agricultural Museum and the networks. They call it NUNA. Italian pronounce it very well, NUNA. NUNA is a bridge that connects heritage with innovation, tradition with technology, the past linked future. It tells the story of the food as a humanity, sharing the language, reminding us that the struggling for food security is also a struggle for the identity, resilience, and imagination. And then, of course, there is still a forum itself. This year, the World Food Forum expanded, involved, and accelerate its impact. In this week alone, because we created all year round, from the 360 days ago, we started counting down. With each week, each month, we have some thematic activities. But I just talk about this week. Fully week, from Friday, last Friday, as a best, we started the expedition, first expedition from seeds to foods. Now, today is a Friday. So FAO, we have no weekend. We keep, I'm sorry, keep also a lot of people, ambassador, you have no weekend. Yeah, I knew weekend is so important for you, but it's not so important for farmers. And not so important for FAO staff. We need efficiency, effective, and extraordinary efforts and make FAO real excellencies. That's a 4E. And now we come to 4R. So we have speed up. And this week alone, the forum hosted over 300 events with 16,500 in-person participants. Join more than 60,000 online participants from all regions and all FR members. 1.5 billion people reached through social media. 1.6 million in engagement. That's a real phenomenon. You remember last year I said, first time I talk about billion. Now again, it's approaching 2 billion. It's something phenomenal. I'm so happy, yeah? These numbers are not just the statistic. They are proof of the reach, of scale, and of growing impact. But more important, I interpret it. It's because there are more voluntarily self-willingness to join. Because online, they saw what the first forum is something useful, something attractive, something meaningful for them. If you visit the exhibition, first day we opened, it's not so many because they just start. But the weekend, yeah, in Italy they have a queue, long queue, to see the exhibition. I think Mauritius, it's about 10 years ago, you had the World Exhibition in Milan. They have long queue. But we are very specific, professional exhibition, not like that one is a comprehensive one. So when I told the best back and the director of the relevant directors, they are worried. That's why I said, 星星之火可以燎原. We have started with a single spot, and then we will make whole parallel files. But that file is not harmful. It's a very good file. This week, reveal the 3 truths. First, youth are not only the future. They are the leaders of today, working hand in hand with all of us, no matter how you call it, even from kids, yeah, 7 years old up to 70. May I ask Graziano, is here? No, he left. But we can reach the young at heart easily, from 7 to young at heart. Through more than 80 sessions of the Global Youth Action Forum, we witnessed their ideas, their creativity, their courage. We saw youth push boundaries and challenge what we think is possible through the innovation challenges, assemblies, roundtables, and local action. Second, science and innovation are indispensable. The Science and Innovation Forum gave us a glimpse of what is possible. Solution for the climate crisis, digital agriculture, integrated sustainable water and soil management. We saw the power of indigenous people's knowledge and modern science working together. We had over 30 sessions across the disciplines, reminding us that the transformation depends on the evidence, creativity, and the courage to explore new frontiers. Third, investment is what turns potential into progress. The hand-in-hand investment forum showed opportunity was 17.2 billion US dollars. 31 countries and 6 regional initiatives shared plans that can change lives for 160 million beneficiaries. 2 years ago, some investment plan, now they are found the honor to invest. I was informed by the Minister of Papua New Guinea. He came here 2 years ago. Now the ADB come to use that investment, invest $40 million. You know, Papua New Guinea is, in any sense, is not a big country. 40 million is big. But if we couldn't give them 4 million even. So that's the, I always said that if you have a big idea, design bigger, do concrete, with little passion and passion. And then, if you are on the on track, if you see the train, if you are on track, they will move. Don't worry, be happy. So you see, the Papua New Guinea can attract the 40 million. I don't see other countries. So we change the business model, make the small island as a group. So sooner or later, I know there are people willing to buy, to invest, to buy ideas, to buy the proposal, what I said. This was not just talk. It was a measurable action. New investment, new partnership, new possibility, launched right here in Rome. And this year, we welcome the Roma World Dialogue. First time is integrated fully as a part of a World Food Forum. You can easily get all the relevant partners to pay attention to the water issues. Water issues are always important, not only for agriculture, for urban, for daily life, for environment, you name it. But we have to bring all the partners together as a single event. It's very difficult. That's why I strongly encourage best spectacle and relevant direct. We can work together and play the coherent way. And place the water, the life blood of the agriculture, at the center of our conversations where it belongs. We held the South-South Triangle Cooperation Minister Dialogue, strengthening solidarity and collaboration across the globe. And we hosted a number of other sessions, events, that added new dimensions to the forum. Every year, we have the new. That's the evolution, I said. Not always, of course, we can keep 80% constant, but 20% should be new. That's the real value of this business model. If for government body, if we add the one atom, you have so much negotiation. That's necessary. I'm not against that. Be careful. But we need some mechanism to do real business efficient, effective, to the members, to the ground, to the field. They remind us agrifood systems are not one story, but many stories, woven together by sharing the responsibility and the shared hope. Beyond the numbers, beyond the events, what I saw this week moved me deeply. I saw the partnership take the roots. I saw how our partners have come to Roma to demonstrate their unwavering support from Her Holiness, the Pope Leo XIV. You know, he is the first time to come to the international organization, UN organization, to make official speech, make an official conviction, to tell us what his real vision, his real passion, directly by himself. I value highest, and it's a great highest honor for FAO, of course for myself. I think no matter what kind of religion, we get the spiritual power from him. I really appreciate his passion and leadership. Let's give him special applause. And also to the king and the queen, president, prime minister, and over 54 ministers, about 100 vice minister. And in Italy, it's touched me, as DDG Gordon Free Margawinza said, within few hours, we ask, I didn't ask, they close their garment, but they all move here. President, Prime Minister, Vice Premier, and a minister. So I really touched. I said, if you don't have a good relationship with your host just keep distance from you. And we are become isolated, oasis. That's not good. It's not good for beings. It's even not good for your health. Health relationship help us to have a health life. And of course, health business model. Any small change without a host country, not necessarily resources. There are so many. I said even first time I remember 9th of September, together with Maximo and Dangusa, I think Lohan is still here, and Semedo is here. We said, we drink water from Rome, we breathe the fresh air from Rome, we eat the food, all the raw material. We are not the ambassador. You can get some food from your own country. We are humble staff. We have to buy everything. Myself, I went to the grocery to buy fruit and vegetables. Why we don't appreciate our host country, host city? We have to. You like or you don't like, you have to. That's reality. That's a way of survivability. It's a way of adaptation. I really appreciate all this. Look, the FAO Sacalo Maxima station. Without the support by mayor, nobody can change in there. Even not allow you painting on the wall. Don't underestimate the host the country, host the city, even direct chief who can allow us to have built the parking lot. I was invited to participate in her activities, Mauritius Material, because we were the minister, we understood, we respect them, no matter what level. If they can have, as a lady leader Deng Xiaoping said, no matter white cat, black cat, once you can catch mouse, it's a real good cat. So sometimes I challenge my director. He flattered me too much, but one thing is I agree. I push them. I don't care who is the minister or president or farmer or even my driver. If they can help me, it's my friend. If you didn't help me, it's just a friend from distance. So I'm so happy during the past 6 years now, I'm proud to say Italian government, 3 prime ministers, 4 ministers of agriculture, 2 ministers of foreign affairs, and 2 ministers of the infrastructure. They're all my friends. No matter what their political background. I don't know, maybe Mauritius knows. Even for myself, it's not important. I'm not interested. Yeah? And 2 mayors. Luckily, it's 1 female, and now is a male, Roma. They always support. Their presence is a powerful testament to the vital role FAO plays in the delivery of trusted technical knowledge and support to its members. I always said, all road leads to Rome, but we have to go back to your own duty station, especially FAO staff, even who stay at the headquarters. HQ. At the beginning, I said, what mean HQ? Yeah. Finally, I realized it's headquarters. But your headquarters is different if you have no service. Your headquarters is HQ. It's not the EQ, not the IQ. HQ. HQ is not, sometimes not good, equivalent to the EQ, IQ. Yeah? Even BQ. body, health. I hope it's a healthy cure. Huh? Just today, on this final day, Antonio Costa, President of the European Council, echoed what so many district leaders have affirmed since the opening and throughout the World Food Day. If your expertise and leadership are essential for Europe, I said publicly last time when I started my second term, I said, maybe I'm a right person, right DG help Europe. Because from Nordic down to the Sicily, or no, even further, Cyprus. For me, it's quite easy, because from Heilongjiang to Hainan, the weather and the eco zone is the same. And China is a little bigger. Population is 3 times. So maybe each member of the Europe, I can give you one advice. That's my humble experience and knowledge, if you need me. That's if the European agrifood is not transformed, FOEs have no words, not so much credits. Because we are staying in Europe, we are staying in Italy. So we are really want to strengthen collaboration with Europe at large, not only EU. For all our other members, for the world, a clear recognition of organizations' global relevance, credibility, and impact. I saw solidarity across generations. Yeah, after 4 times of intergenerational dialogue, this year the international dialogue was very impressed. Yeah? So we are getting more fit to the purpose. And also cross-culture, cross the continent. And above all, I saw the determination to make this forum a catalyst for systematic and enduring change. As we close this 5th World Food Forum, let us remember it is a continued issue of something larger. What we have shared here in Rome must not stay in Rome. It must travel with you into your communities, your laboratory, your parliament, your business, and your school. Not only for FAO staff, for all the partners, all young and young at heart. Take the ideas and the perspective you encountered this week, turn them into project and investment. And from project investment to the tangible results and the impact. Take the commitments you made and turn it into the policy. Take the inspiration you felt and transform it into progress. The World Food Forum is still young, but its impact is undeniable. After, I said many times, after 3 times, you know what is the orientation. So now you can speed up, scale up. So please, Maximo, and also Kazuki, and Bess, Gordon Free, Mauritius, also Best Craft, we are not finished, especially my term. Next year will be my last day World Food Forum before I leave. This year is the 80th anniversary, give you a good engine to do. Next year, it's my farewell. You have to keep my face, my reputation. So please prepare yourself, all the partners, members, my colleagues. We have rolling our sleeve. Work hard again. I have a lot of ideas still not implemented. Just keep your 1 weekend, tomorrow and today, and Monday come back, we'll have a new idea, share with you. Thank you. That's the effort I keep pushing. I said the 4 P. Push, pull, support, and press. That's a 4P. I learned it from the America famous human resource expert. Number one, they created 4P management and exploitation. So HR management and the development. A lot of people only, Sergey, you are expert, but you only know management. You have to know how to develop. The HR, human resources management and the development. A lot of people forget because the management is have some solid small power, but development you need a lot of wisdom to exploit potential. So it's different. It's a more challenge. I always come from a development idea and then push them to more serious management. In just 5 years, we have shown us what is possible when the people unite around a common cause. Imagine what we can achieve the next 5 years. So 10 years ago, when I saw off the Holy Father, I invited him. Said, let's celebrate the 100th anniversary of FAO together. 20 years later. And then we will look back what we have done here. Bessie, myself, we already retired for sure. But what we started, and we explored the course of the development of this organization, we will no regret at all. That's what my historical legacy I'm aiming. Like Mauritius, we always say, never give up, never give up. So let us not slow down, but rather accelerate. We have an accelerated room. If we don't understand what it means acceleration, go to there. We got support from Dutch government. Let us move forward with the same courage, creativity, solidarity that we have seen here this week. If we carry that spirit with us, the momentum of this week will living forever. Because English is always a momentum. Momentum means 1 second, or 1 minute, or 1 hour. No, I don't like momentum. I want it to last forever. You see, I'm still keep very power and energetic. Why? Because you don't treat your body as a human being, as a nuclear. And then you always have enough energy. And this will make us better together, working hand in hand for better foods, a better future. Thank you. Thank you for making 2025 World Food Forum a great, extraordinary, successful. You have the proud, you have the honor. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much.
Yeah, maybe no penso che è finita, capito?
We need to go, we need to go, we need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
Thank you, Director General, for those inspiring words.
Yes.
And as we close, unfortunately, the 5th World Food Forum, we want to extend our gratitude to everyone who made this week possible, from youth volunteers to FAO colleagues and partners.
Woo! Of course, we wouldn't be here without those who are working tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank you so much to the World Food Forum team and leadership. Thank you to the interpreters, to the people who clean and make sure the spaces are tidy for us. Thank you so much. Woo. Thank you so much to the production team for working so hard. You all are stars. Woo. Thank you also to our communication experts for translating, for keeping us in check, for making sure that we're all on the same page, in the same place, and that every voice can be heard.
Thank you to every participant in this room and online for your energy, for your ideas, and your commitment to transformative action. Thank you.
Now, this week may be ending. I know, but the work continues full speed ahead. Let's take what we've learned, keep building hand in hand toward a world where good food and a good future are realities for all of us.
Ooh, but we have one more special thing, right, Keisha?
Yes, we do.
Ooh.
Tiny surprise.
We now call upon our World Food Forum Singer of the Year, Sarah Kuricic.
Come on up, Sarah and Mati. Oh! Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mati.
Sarah will be performing in Katikel, English, and Spanish, and she is joined by her drummer, Modi, who's from Mexico City.
And please, while she starts performing, we want all the World Food Forum team with us on stage.
Yes.
So Sarah,
please.
Let's make them dance.
Absolutely.
Freedom Sprouts, genuina libertad para todas y para todos ustedes, para recordarnos que podemos hacer un gran cambio. También esta canción para quienes están defendiendo la tierra, las montañas, nuestras semillas nativas en nuestros pueblos. Para ellas y ellos esta canción. Quisiera pedir, por favor, I want my monitor sound, please. Excuse me, because I don't listen. Sí, ahora sí. Muchas gracias. Sé que muchas y muchos de ustedes han escuchado esta canción durante la semana. Cántenla con nosotras. ¡Vámonos!
Yes.
Tierra guarda, voces memoria de siglos. Cada semilla es un testimonio vivo como tu aliento. Insistiré en florecer, que es la palabra de fuego. Que hay un pulso en la tierra que también habita en tu interior. Fácilmente puede ser el eco de tu voz que guía a transmutar a las sanas y como canta y dice sí, sí siembra, sí. lucha del ulev, hoku kaste, let us awaken from the heart of jungles and ancestral forests. Every seed carries a reason and song, reshaping, reweaving the living way. Quiero caminar con vos, ir enterrando los pies en la tierra y silbando los cantos al bosque, con vos germinar. coreografía. Les pedimos que bailen con nosotras y dice: renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria. Renaceremos desde las cenizas, fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria. Nos han querido exterminar, nos quitaron la tierra, nos han querido dominar, nos hicieron la guerra para obligarnos a callar, cortaron nuestra lengua, pero crecemos como flores en la primavera. Nos tomamos las calles porque son nuestras, ni ella mate ni Netanyahu ni Ortega. Sus falsas democracias van para la hoguera porque el pueblo no perdona a nuestros muertos, nuestras muertas. Ni sus militares ni sus policías podrán cuidarlos de esta furia colectiva. Ni sus militares ni sus policías podrán cuidarlos de esta furia colectiva. Y dice: renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria. Renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen. Somos poesía, somos resistencia, somos el sueño de abuelos y de abuelas. Ya nadie cree en las mentiras de la prensa, no nos podrán callar con toda su violencia. Ochrubech ishi, ochrubech koti, ochrubech yachi, ochrubech y patrunziki shabech, renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la arriba. Renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria. A ver, con los países. A ver, vamos. Uno se dice y para abajo, y para abajo, y para abajo. Todos los miedos para abajo, y para abajo, y más abajo, y abajo, y para arriba, y para arriba, y para arriba. Todos los sueños para arriba, y para arriba, y más arriba, y abajo, abajo, y para abajo, y para abajo, y para abajo. ¡Abajo todas! Todos los miedos para abajo, y más abajo. Y para arriba, y para arriba, y para arriba. Todos los sueños para arriba, y para arriba. Renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria. Renaceremos desde las cenizas, somos el fuego que quema la historia, crecemos alto como la milpa y nuestros hilos tejen la memoria.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
Great job.
Great job.
I tried my best.
Thank you.
You're great, guys. You're great, for real.